Pictures, it's a bit of an essay, but thank you very much for the kind words at the start and at the end. How much salt does Stop Mac contain? As much salt as there is in the entire universe. Tits or ass? Gotta be tits, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get hyper? No. You prefer F1 or football more? Again, I can't really choose between them. I wouldn't be able to survive without either of them, so they're equally loved in my brain and in my heart. What's the first thought you have when you hear about Canada? I don't know, actually. It seems like a really cool place. Ice hockey, maybe, if we're going to go stereotypical. Bacon. But again, they're really cool things, so I can't even say, it's not an insult, you know, but who doesn't like bacon? Why such a long name on YouTube and why not just flying the orangutan? I will change that back. The F1 career and FIFA career mode bit, that will actually be, like, gone as soon as FIFA 16 comes out, or maybe a few months after. Do you know how to fly? If yes, I need proof. Yes, I do know how to fly, and there will be a video of me flying in the future. Alfie Hewitt says, happy birthday, you sexy beast. Well, I mean, thank you. I mean, you know, I do put some effort into my hair, you know, the gel, the product. What is your favourite looking football kit ever? Keep it up, man. It's probably got to be a PSG kit from when Ronaldinho used to play for them. Put it up on the screen. Oh, man, it's just so simple, but so nice. Pierre Adam Cordal says, happy birthday. My question is, which country do you originate from? I originate from Nigeria. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that in a Nigerian accent. Martin Hudson says, if you play for a football team, where would you play? This is also sort of asked by Exotic Flash Gaming. Did you do Sunday League? And Mattis de Bart, who says, do you play football yourself? If so, which club do you play for? And also, what team do you support? I don't actually play football for a Sunday League team, so I can't actually show you guys any of that, but I will try and do some real-life football stuff in the future with other YouTubers, challenges, crossbar challenges, and I hope you guys will be looking forward to that. Pepper F1 Gaming says, your best experience so far on YouTube and your favourite gift from your birthday party, no matter what year. In terms of the birthday, I cannot answer that. I've had so many gifts from like family and friends over the years. I don't know if I can literally physically answer that because I'd be racking my brains for like 20 minutes. I don't have that much battery life in my camera. But in terms of your best experience so far on YouTube, probably hitting one of the milestones I've hit so far. The amount of love I got on Twitter and YouTube for hitting 6,000, 5,000, also 1,000 as well, because that was my overall aim on YouTube. First video to ever get 100,000 views as well, one of the tips videos from FIFA 15. Maybe I'll go all Bugsy Malone and get a video that gets 1 million views on YouTube. One of those milestones, and just the support that you guys give me. Maybe if I met one of you guys as well in real life, that would probably surpass those things though. Azuria Porridge asks, how did you start watching F1, as in who introduced you to it? Again, as I said earlier, sort of myself. I introduced myself to it. I suppose I got an F1 game when I was little, F1 2001 arcade on PS1. That probably introduced me to the sport, but in terms of me, it wasn't me. It was me. There wasn't anyone else in my family who really watched it before I did. Alex Stobby says, what is your next realistic subscriber goal? What series have you planned for FIFA 16? And who is your favourite current racing driver and why? In terms of favourite current racing driver, man, I don't know if that means in general. I've already answered it for F1, but in general, maybe Pierre Gasly. Don't know, maybe Stoffel Van Dorn, actually. But in terms of what's your next realistic goal, 10,000 subscribers maybe, I think that's probably a good thing to aim at for now. And in terms of what series you've planned on FIFA 16, I think I've already answered this, but top tips, FIFA 16 career mode project, and also an Ultimate Team series at the end of this calendar year. Riley Boys has given me an essay, but thank you for the nice words at the start and at the end. Which teams do you think will get promoted from the Premier League next season? I think it'll be Hull, Reading and Middlesbrough. Hull or Middlesbrough. I didn't actually see his questions, that's kind of weird. But I've got to say Hull, because I know Alex, who is a Hull fan, and he'll probably just take me out many a time in a GTA session from now on if I don't say Hull, so I have to say Hull. How much of a lad is Matthew Tewson? There isn't a scale. There actually just isn't a scale. There isn't a scale. There just actually isn't even a scale. Who's the person you look up to? Who's the person you like the most in the obscure lads? I can't answer that. Actually, no, I can, because if I don't say Alex, he'll take me out multiple times in GTA sessions from now on. And what's your most favourable series you've ever done on YouTube? I sort of answered this earlier. Stuff like Williams Road to Recovery, FIFA 14 show, FIFA 15 show, West Ham career mode, Aston Villa career mode. I know how much love they got from people who watch them, and I love them as well. All of them, they have like a sort of a chamber of my heart, maybe like an atrium, or a ventricle in my heart that they take up. But yeah, I love a lot of the series that I do. Not in a big-headed way, just because I enjoyed making them at the time. Therefore, when I look back at them, I sort of feel as if, you know, I like them. They were favourable to me because I really enjoyed making them. Dustin Moffat has given me a lot of questions. He says, who is your all-time favourite Liverpool player? I'd have to say Steven Gerrard, but closely followed by Xabi Alonso or Luis Garcia. Can you please do a few short videos where you explain the different rules and whatnot of F1? Yes, I can do that on my second channel if you guys would like that. I understand it's very confusing sometimes is F1, so definitely I can do that in the future. Do you have a girlfriend? I don't. I know I was playing for one in the 3,000 subscriber Q&A, but you never know. I might get a few DMs from the whole redhead incident from earlier. Do you play football or any sports? I don't at the moment, but when I go to university, hopefully I will pick up a few sports that I used to play, like tennis, badminton, football again, maybe even get into karting as well. Tea or coffee? Neither, because I'm not a hot drinks man. Maybe hot chocolate if I'm feeling it on the day. What would you rather be, a pro F1 driver or a pro footballer? Definitely a pro F1 driver, because it's more of the creme de la creme when you get to the F1 stage, because there's less F1 drivers at the top, plus I feel as if it's more exhilarating than being a footballer, so I'd have to say a pro F1 driver. Can you maybe film some vlogs or videos like that? Yes, I will do in the future. I'll try and do these sit-down Q&As and videos as well in the future, as well as maybe vlog some gaming events that I go to. I'm going to Eurogamer at the end of this month, so maybe I'll be able to vlog that. You never know. Can you do some Ultimate Team in FIFA 16? Yes, I will be doing a series of Ultimate Team, on Ultimate Team at the end of the calendar year, as I've said a few times in this video. Do you have any brothers or sisters? No, I am in fact an only child. I do not have any brothers or sisters. F1 2015 season build-up and news asks tips to grow in the F1 community. I would just say be consistent and also make friends. There's plenty of nice guys in this community. Support other F1 YouTubers and ultimately they'll support you back. So just make friends with other people so that you can collaborate in future with them, because ultimately that'll help grow your channel as well. Just be consistent in what you make. Try and make videos that appeal to people as well, to a certain target audience. And just try and be as professional as possible. I know that's quite difficult at first, because naturally everyone learns how to be more professional as they go along. But yeah, just be consistent, just support other F1 YouTubers, try and collaborate, and I'm sure you'll grow quickly. Best video of yours ever? I mean, I don't know about best, but favourite. It would either be one of the Match of the Day finales that I've done for FIFA Career Mode, or maybe the end of the season montage for the Ultimate Driver. Probably because of the music, and I just listen to that music now, that song, Dion Custom Roses, and I just love it so much, and I love making that video so much. It's probably the most enjoyable video I've ever made. FIFA 15 or F1 2015? FIFA 15 hands down, unfortunately. I thought there might be a bit of competition there, but unfortunately it's FIFA 15 hands down. Favourite game ever would either be Dirt 3, Grid 1, V-Rally 3 or FIFA 07. And will you ever get to play more games slightly different to what you play now? Yes, I will do on my second channel when I get a new computer, when I can do live comms. Tom G says, Minardi or Jordan? Definitely Minardi, because they're more of an underdog, therefore they win in my heart. Don't Call Me Semi Gomez asks, why did you start YouTube? This was also asked by I'm Azu, who said, why did you get into YouTube? And what is your milestone for YouTube? Also, thank you for the kind words, man. In terms of why did I start doing YouTube, I don't know, I got given a HD PVR by a friend for like 40 quid. So that sort of gave me the to actually go and like proactively start. But in terms of why in general, I was just inspired by a lot of YouTubers I watched, like KSI, Into the Barrier, Arsenal Giants PS3. What is your milestone for YouTube in general? I don't know, I don't really have one, I just sort of take it as I go, but for now, 10,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year would be absolutely insane, and then I'll just see where it goes from there, really, for years after that, to be honest. Two Bears says, what young player do you think has the most potential right now in a BPL? Probably have to go for John Stones, guys like Ross Barkley, Iheanacho as well from Manchester City, Jordan Ibe, maybe even Gideon Zelalem as well. There's quite a lot out there, but I'd say John Stones for now. Do you want to be the very best, like no one ever was? To catch them, is that your first real test? Is training them your offer? I'm gonna commit treason here, but I've never played Pokemon in my life. I've never... Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. Titan of Racing F1 says, what inspired you to do YouTube? What got you into F1? I've answered the first two, so I won't answer those two again. Favourite driver from the top of the middle or the midfield? Also, do a room tour and face reveal. Fifth question. Well, it's not even a question. It's just a statement in capital letters. But yes, face reveal. Favourite driver from the top or middle order? Again, I sort of answered this earlier as well. Romain Grosjean or Daniel Ricciardo because of their personality, or Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz or Valtteri Bottas because of their racecraft, I suppose. But seriously, I will actually do a room tour, like, in the future when I've actually got a setup when I get my new PC. So that actually answers your question as well, Minihawk HD. I will do a setup tour at some point in the next few months. Ben Clayton says, "What do you think will get? Who do you think will get promoted from the championship?" And congratulations on 6,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I think, as I said earlier, I think it'll be Reading, Hull, and Middlesbrough to get promoted this season. Alex Cameron says, "Now that Kimi Räikkönen has been contracted to stay at Ferrari for 2016, will you be doing another driver predictions video towards the end of the year?" I probably will have to. If you don't know, I did a driver predictions video on my second channel where I predicted Kimi Räikkönen, quite rightly, should be leaving, and I've obviously got it wrong because Kimi Räikkönen's not leaving, so yes, I will do that. Dan Max says, "Favourite JME song and Tits or Ass?" I answered the second one earlier. Tits, and also favourite JME song. There's just so many. I'll give a selection in the background now, like whilst I'm doing the rest of the questions. JDog2002 says, "What is your favourite F1 team?" Also, thank you for the kind words as well after. What is your favourite F1 team for now? Toro Rosso, but in the past, 100%. The mighty Orange Arrows. Neil Felon asks, "Will you or can you have Facecam on every video after your Q&A?" Probably not every video, but I might do Facecam for the Ultimate Team series that I'm planning to do at the end of this calendar year. So maybe in some videos, but not every video. G is a Legend says, "What do you think of the F1 season so far, and with what's going on at McLaren, can it be fixed?" McLaren is very sad. They're obviously a huge team within F1. It's massively frustrating and disappointing to see such a partnership as McLaren and Honda as well struggling so much. But I hope it can be fixed within the next 2 years. There are going to be some rule changes in 2017 which may hopefully bring the pack closer together and give Honda a bit more of a chance to produce a better power unit that can compete with Ferrari and Renault, and also, of course, the mighty Mercedes. And in terms of the season overall, it's been pretty decent. It's got better over recent times. It started off absolutely horrendously. But in terms of some good races, I really enjoyed Hungary, really enjoyed Britain as well. I forgot to mention that in my State of F1 video that went up on my second channel, but I really did enjoy Britain 2015 as well. I still feel as if it's not really been as exciting as it could have been because Mercedes are galloping away off into the distance. There have been some races that have proved to be exciting. But yeah, there's been better seasons. There's been better seasons, to be honest, and there's probably not been too many worse seasons than this so far. Blue Axe Racer asks, "If there was one present you could travel back in time with, what would it be and who would you give it to?" It'd probably be some sort of like apologetic present for someone that I've offended. Actually, I know. There was... yes, definitely an apologetic present, actually. Or actually, no. I tell you what it would be. It probably wouldn't be this. This would be it would be an apologetic thing to someone that I knew back in year 5. Oh man, I'm so sorry. But also there'd be a present to me going back in time, giving me a letter not to go on so many rides at Alton Towers, because then I might not throw up in front of everyone in the middle of Alton Towers. The Drag Veteran asks, "Do you think Codemasters will learn from their mistakes for F1 2016, or will they mess it up again?" Well, if they do mess it up again, they'll lose the license hands down. They've already lost quite a lot of fans with this game because it's just a pile of absolute shite, in all honesty. But do I think they'll learn from it? Yes, in a sense, because this was their first venture for an F1 game onto next gen, so I think they will learn from it for next year, but I don't think they'll make it good enough for a lot of people to get back into the franchise as a whole. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I enjoyed Codemasters games, but they just really haven't got the hang of F1 so far. WWE Liverpool Fan 03 says, "When you started YouTube, what was your goal subs-wise?" This was also asked by Martin Hudson. "How far do you think you would have got on YouTube, or where do you think you'll get?" Sort of also asked by Dale Augustine as well. When I started, I suppose I didn't really have much of a goal, to be honest with you. I just set out to enjoy myself. But in terms of a goal now, again, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But where did I think I would get to? I hoped that I would become a big YouTuber. That might still happen, but I didn't really have a set out goal because I didn't want to disappoint myself, because I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know if YouTube was going to be a very difficult thing to get into, but for now, yeah, I suppose maybe dreaming big, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers in the future would be mad, but for now, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Also, massive apology, my voice is massively croaky, I'm getting over a cold, I don't know what's going on. Also, this commentary's gone on for an hour as well, because I had to redo this because my camera died and lost the footage, so I've been commentating for about an hour and a half straight, so I do apologise. Can you swim? Asked F1 Banter Gaming. I'm not a very strong swimmer, to be honest with you. I used to be a badass swimmer back in like year 4 with my little like flipping foam thing in front of me, but I'm not that good anymore. I'm not a very good swimmer, no. F1_Dan says, how many YouTube subscriptions do you have, and are you the Archbishop of Banterbury? Undoubtedly, I'm the Archbishop of Banterbury. Why would anyone even have to ask? No one even has to ask that question. In terms of subscriptions, I have about 350 subscriptions, or people that I'm subscribed to, so yeah. How McGillas actually asks, what do you think about the Champions League draw or groups? United have been dealt horribly, so have City. I'm liking Group A with PSG and Real Madrid in. Arsenal should come a comfortable second behind Bayern Munich. And Chelsea have once again got a really easy group. Where's the surprise in that? But yeah, I think United and City might actually struggle to get out of their respective groups. Arsenal shouldn't, but I'm sure they'll make a hash of it yet again. And Chelsea should go through as group winners. And the final question of this entire Q&A comes from Callum Ralph saying, what teams are good to use for career mode and who should they sign? In terms of who should they sign, I don't know because it depends on what team they are. But in terms of good teams to use, Bournemouth's always a good one, Southampton, Swansea, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Schalke always have good young players. FC Twente, Feyenoord as well. In terms of the Dutch league, in terms of the Italian league, I suppose Roma have a pretty good team. Napoli as well. And the Spanish league, maybe Atletico Bilbao as well. So there's lots of different teams out there for you guys to try. Maybe even Lyon as well in the French league. But nevertheless, that brings an end to this Q&A and my face on your screen, which I'm sure you're very happy about. The onslaught is over. The onslaught of my face is over. But yeah, it's been very interesting to actually commentate to a camera for the first time ever. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Again, feel free to tell me if my voice sort of looks like my face. I don't even know. Forget what I said. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy. Feel free to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here as well. Comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. And, oh man, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today, honestly. Again, thank you for 6,000 subscribers. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. And goodbye.